Understanding behavior through the lens of compassion is not just a trend, but it is ethical and more human in nature. So the fact that we're discussing about really understanding the behavior, but through this lens, is because at the end of the day, they deserve respect, dignity, and they're human. Why this matters in our practice and why it matters for autistic learners, why are we even discussing about this topic? The more we learn to look from this compassionate lens, we start putting an effort in respecting the child's dignity and just accepting the child as they are beyond their diagnosis. And we make our learning process more meaningful, right? By creating a space that is full of joy, happy. The child is engaged, the child is relaxed, the child feels safe, and also just an opportunity to create space, not just physical safety space, but also emotional safety. So instead of the child being aversive to you or to the classroom, the child is now coming back to you. The child is more motivated to learn from you and with you, and reduce distress and escalation. So earlier it was a haywire. Your hair is all out, right? And you have like 20 and 30 students in your classroom. You didn't know how to do, but now you know, oh, this is the behavior. This is the message that the child is trying to communicate. So now I'm going to work on the preventive strategies, the proactive approach. So what is your takeaway then? What is this shift in perspective that we take away from this? I just want to say that you don't need to be a perfect parent or a perfect teacher or therapist. Just stay steady and work in the area of how can I best present myself and to build connection with the child. Pause before you react, because a regulated child is where they will work. Non-regulated, learning doesn't occur, distress for both you and your child. And get curious, what could the child be trying to communicate to me? So connection first and the rest follows. And I want to put it out that we are not raising perfect, well-behaved child, but we want to raise someone who feels safe and valued and seen. So what is this compassionate perspective that I hope that we are living from this discussion? Is that I hope we live through this compassionate perspective of judging less and really understanding the why of it, and accepting this is how they communicate, and accept the way that they are. And instead of controlling behavior, I'm going to hold their hands or block these and make compliance done. Instead of controlling behavior, use more supportive approach. How can I best support my child to regulate? How can I best support my child to engage more where there is no distress and frustration, but proper support? Instead of reacting, we would want to respond in a more empathetic manner. So I hope that as we leave this space, we've talked on different aspects on behavior, what it is, and why does the child engage in challenging behavior, what is it trying to communicate, and what compassionate approach can we as practitioners, as family, as mother and father, how can we incorporate this compassionate approach to build a safer space for our child to learn and to bring meaning to their life, and eventually for a meaningful and quality of life. So I hope this is a compassionate perspective that you will take away from this discussion today. Thank you.